You know, a lot of people here traveled on foot, as mentioned in Rachel's story, as just mentioned by my photographer who was just talking. I remember there was actually a dog park here before many of the apartments here, so a lot of growth over the years. One number that might be on a lot of your minds right now, money. Show me the money, right? And where it will come from to fund the development. The whole project is expected to cost about $800 million over the course of 10 years. $200 million will be paid in the first phase. Port KC will pay for the streets, the sidewalks, and transportation around the development. Private funding will pay for the rest, including housing and retail spaces. Now, this payment expected to bring a big paycheck to the region, too. An economic study by The Current says the first stage will create over $200 million in economic output for Kansas City over 30 years. The major players helping revamp the riverfront include the owners of the KC Current and Port KC. KSHB 41 News reporter Todd Palmer talked with them today for greater perspective on their vision of the area for the future.
The Berkeley riverfront basically used to be a wasteland, but thanks to the vision of people like John Stevens at Port KC, as well as Chris and Angie Long, the owners of the Kansas City Current, things are changing, and they're about to change a lot more, as we found out Monday.
For people that have been in Kansas City long enough, before this was Berkeley Riverfront, this was a forgotten area. I mean, there was a tow lot here. There were abandoned cars. The roof of Kemper Arena, when it collapsed, was dumped here.
With environmental and flooding challenges, it's been a long road to make the riverfront a development hotbed, but Monday's announcement of a $200 million project between the Origin Hotel and CPKC Stadium represents a watershed moment.
People didn't believe in it. They just didn't think our river was a valuable place for a neighborhood. And once we got started about 6 years ago, it is now just really started accelerating. And with Chris and Angie seeing the vision and the sort of the shared vision that Port KC has and that they have, once they bought into that, it's really going gangbusters.
The Longs are among those who saw and bought into Port KC's vision. Now they are growing their investment in the area around the Current's new stadium.
Think of it as like the front door outside the stadium and really trying to perfect that area so that by 2026, which is obviously our host duties for the World Cup, we will have a really stunning development that everyone can enjoy.
Roughly 1,500 people now call the riverfront home. But that number will continue to grow with the streetcar extension and 2 more planned phases totaling another $600 million in investments during the next decade under a development agreement signed last summer.
At Port KC, we believe in partnerships, and it's been an incredible partnership to get to this point, and now I think Kansas City should celebrate.
Port KC will pay for the public areas of the new development, streets, sidewalks, and an expanded river promenade, but the rest of the project will be privately financed. Todd Palmer, KSHB 41.